growing up with a narcissistic father, I got several different personality patterns, and my mother was an alcoholic, which didn't help either. I got several patterns of behavior that was not facilitating my happiness. Instead, they were making my suffering bigger, right? Life became suffering, life became a struggle. I felt it from, I was probably in my early teens when I began to notice that I had this feeling in my stomach of like a pain that never really went away. I was always feeling like uncomfortable when I was around my parents, and not so much when I was out playing with my friends and biking around or going to the nearby swimming pool or, having fun with my friends. Then I didn't have this pain. But when I was around my parents, I had this pain. In my when I was around 20, I became more conscious of the pain. I could actually put it into words like, I'm always feeling this pain when I'm around my parents. And I wish I knew what I could do to remove this pain. So I moved away from home when I was 19. And that was a brilliant move, because now I actually had the space to feel myself. My parents weren't always around to influence me and dictate my world. My father was very, very dictating of how he wanted me to be in the world. So I had the space and the time to actually find out, how does it feel to be me? And what I felt was emptiness and pain and suffering. I didn't know how to behave socially. I didn't much like who I was. I had no idea what I wanted in life. I had no aim. I had no goal. I had no, Dostoevsky talks about having a noble aim as the meaning of life. I didn't have any of that. And I didn't know who I was. So the pain became more evident, more transparent. And when I was 23, luckily I met someone who had been in therapy. And they said, when we talked about this, I couldn't really say, I'm in pain, I'm suffering, I feel bad about myself, and I feel I'm never good enough, and I don't know who I am. I was just, something is not right in my life. I don't know what it is, but I would like to find out. And they said, oh, well, I've been in therapy, and it was very helpful, and it helped me a lot. So I was like, maybe I should try that. So I started in therapy, and that was really the start of a long, long, long personal journey. But what I found out during those many years of therapy was that one of the things that happens when you're growing up with a narcissistic parent is that you become non-existent. You have to be whatever they expect of you. So the real you becomes non-existent. You're invisible. And that's why my company brand is called Visible Hearts, because that's the aim, to become visible hearts to ourselves and to others. So you become not only invisible, but you also become a person who always avoids, right? You avoid to tell the truth. You avoid to take the consequence of stuff. You avoid being responsible. You avoid being in the now. You avoid being who you are and speaking your truth. So I started seeing that, and I didn't know how to put it into words. So the first psychologist that I visited just gave me a space to be in where I did not feel judged, which was a really great beginning. But she didn't help me so much because I couldn't tell her what was wrong. I couldn't say the words. I had to learn a new language. I had to learn the language of how to express what is inside me. And that is necessary for all of us who are children of the narcissists or other dysfunctional personality types. We need to learn how to express what is inside ourselves. And to do that, because we're not taught, we have to learn from someone or something, right? So that's why if you're in a space where you feel this existential pain, it can be a great idea to start with books or online courses, because from experts, because experts have the language already, right? And they can tell you, and you can go, oh, that rings a bell in me. I recognize that. Oh yes, that's me. Oh yes, that's what I see. So getting the language and the ability to actually express what is inside of you is very, very important. And you get this from role models that are not your parents, role models that have the language already and can give you a clue on how to express yourself and tell yourself and others, yourself first and foremost, what is inside you. So that's why reading books and doing online courses is a really good idea, even before you go in therapy, because you get a language to talk about what is inside you. So I hope you have fun working on your personal path. It's an adventurous journey to become what you really are. And I've loved it. I've been there for 20 years, 25 years, maybe even 30 years. And now it's no longer a struggle. It's a beautiful adventure. And I hope you will feel the same someday. Take good care of you. Bye.